How an indigenous community in Panama is escaping rising seas. In pictures from high above, the island of Gardi Sugdub resembles a container shipyard. Small, brightly colored dwellings are jammed together cheek to jowl. At ground level, the island, one of more than 350 in the San Blas archipelago off the northern coast of Panama, is hot, flat and crowded. More than 1,000 people occupy the narrow dwellings that cover virtually every bit of the 150 by 400 meter island, which is slowly being swallowed by rising seas driven by climate change. This year, about 300 families from Gardi Sugdub are expected to begin moving to a new community on the mainland. The resettlement plan was initiated by the residents there more than a decade ago when they could no longer deny that the island couldn't accommodate the growing population. Rising seas and intense storms are only making the predicament more dire. Many of the older adults will opt to stay put. Some still don't believe climate change poses a threat, but 70-year-old Pedro Lopez is not among them. Lopez, whose cousin interpreted for him during a Zoom interview, currently shares a small house with 16 family members and the family dog. He doesn't plan to move. He knows Gardi Sugdub, translated as Crab Island, along with many others in the archipelago, is going underwater, but he believes it won't happen within his lifetime. The indigenous Guna people have occupied these Caribbean islands since around the mid-1800s, when they abandoned the coastal jungle area near what is now the Panama-Colombia border to establish better trade and escape disease-carrying pests. Now, they are among the estimated hundreds of millions of people worldwide who by the end of the century may be forced to flee their land because of rising sea levels. SN, the 5th of September 20 and May 23, 20 p. 22. In the Caribbean, sea level rise currently averages around 3 to 4 millimeters per year. As global temperatures continue to rise, it is expected to hit 1 centimeter per year or more by century's end. All of the islands of the San Blas archipelago will eventually be underwater and uninhabitable, says Stephen Patton, who directs the Physical Monitoring Program at the Smithsonian Tropical Research Institute in Panama. Some may need to be abandoned very soon while others not for many decades.